These are 3 steps on how to be successful with a successful man. Not boys, man. Alright up YouTube, my ladies, come here, let me speak to y'all for a second. I'm about to give y'all 3 easy steps on how to keep your man, how to successfully be in a successful relationship. Now if your relationship is trash, these aren't 3 easy steps to fix your booty ass relationship. These are 3 steps on how to be successful with a successful man. Not boys, man. Cool. Now the first step that you need to know is know your boundaries. Now most fuckboys will tell you that know your boundaries is, hey, listen, you can't be texting my phone all day, blase blase. That's not what I mean by know your boundaries. Most women out here do not know where they stand with men. So it is your job to ask him where you stand. So most girls say, well, you know, I'm not his girlfriend, so I can't ask him them questions. Says who? If you have any question about where y'all stand as in a relationship and what you can and cannot do, the best thing you can do is figure out what those boundaries are. Because some men may not want you to do certain things or ask them about certain things, but it's all about communication at the end of the day, because all of these 3 steps all have to do with communication. But just communicate to him like, hey, you know, I'm really feeling us, you know, so I was, you know, trying to figure out where you plan to see us. That is not a bad thing to ask. Men may make you feel like that's a bad thing to ask, therefore is why I told you this will not work to fix your booty ass relationship. These are keys to stay in a successful relationship. So if he doesn't want to communicate, you know, that's kind of a automatic, put that in the booty pile. But if he does, then you'll find out, like, if he's okay with you blowing up his phone, or if y'all don't need to text all day because he's really not a texting person. These are the things you know when you find out your boundaries with a man. So ask him, sit down and have a conversation about what the boundaries are in a relationship. Step number 2 on how to stay successful in a successful relationship is request the things that you need. If you feel like you're not getting enough, ask for what you need. If you feel like you're not getting enough time or a certain amount of effort or anything that you may need more of that you feel like is lacking, ask for it. It is not a crime. Any man who really wants to be with you will take heed to anything that you say. If you say, hey, you know, I know you like hanging with your friends all the time, and I know you do this and this on the weekend, but you know, like, we both work during the week, we see each other for maybe an hour a day, I really want to spend the weekend with you. That is not a crime to ask for women. So ask for it. Request the things that you need. Some of your needs are things that should be established before you consider something a relationship in the first place. But so if you need a man who does certain things for you, if you want a man who's going to lead you, if you want a man who is going to, you know, is financially, we're just gonna say smart, financially smart, I guess, since I can't think of the word I was gonna use. If that's what you need to state those things. And if he says, hey, you know what, I can't provide that to you, I'm not that type of person, that tells you that may not be the relationship for you. Going back to the first step, if those boundaries that he sets for you or you set for him or that y'all have don't fit for your expectations, you are not required to be in a relationship with that person. People get into relationships thinking that they are required to be in that relationship and have to work it out by any means necessary. Every good woman and every good man are not compatible. So request your needs. If you need it, ask for it. Don't sit around dwelling and complaining to everybody else, all of your miserable single friends and all of the thirsty dudes who slide into your DMs. Do not complain to them, complain to him. Tell him the things that you need. And that brings me to my 3rd and most important point of how to be successful in a successful relationship. If you have any concern, anything's dwelling your mind, you have questions about things that may be going on inside your relationship, never ever go outside of your relationship to fix what is inside of your relationship. So you 2 people are inside this relationship, you don't need any information from any party outside the relationship before y'all discuss it. So if you have a question about, hey, you didn't text me last night, and you said you were at home what really happened. If you have that type of question, do not first go to your girls and say, hey, you know, he didn't text me last night. He said he was home, but you know, like when he's home, he usually stays up, so I don't know why he texted me back. Then I seen on his Snapchat, he posted this and blase blase. Because they're about to give you a whole bunch of assumptions on how they perceive the story. So if they're miserable and they live in a society that tells women that men are horrible, and you actually have a good dude, they're about to tell you, oh, he was probably out doing this, he was out doing that. Don't listen to these people. If you have a concern about what he did last night, ask him. That is your go-to. If you have any question, ask the man what is going on. If he doesn't want to answer, and it's something that you are genuinely concerned about, and he doesn't answer, maybe he is not the person to be in a relationship with you if that's what you require from somebody. These are just simple facts. You don't have to be with anybody. So if they don't fit the requirements of what you need in a relationship, there is somebody out there that will. And let me go over to these people or these females who ask other guys, hey, you're a guy, well, what do you think is going on? See, really nice guys like myself, I will tell you, hey, listen, from what you said, I think you need to go talk to him. You need to let him portray his argument to what might be going on before you ever take my theory into account of what he might have done off the information that you're telling me. But then there's the other thirsty people, the ones who slide in your DMs, secretly want to blow your back out the frame. These are the guys you need to watch out for. These men will tell you a whole bunch of things. Oh yeah, if, mind you, these dudes probably do the same thing, that's why they're saying this. You know, well, he was probably at some chick house, or he probably was doing this, or they're gonna throw so much shade that whenever you decide to talk to him about it, you're gonna go into your conversation with him with a preconceived notion of what he might be doing based off of what you heard from everybody else. You've already set yourself up for failure. So let's go back over these steps. Step number 1, know your boundaries. These are not, hey, you're not allowed to do this as a girlfriend boundaries. These are, hey, if you have any question about how close y'all are or what the parameters of your relationship are, ask the person. Know what, am I your girl? Am I your side chick? Am I your wife? Clearly, if that's your wife, that's if you don't know that, then there's a problem. But these are the things you need to ask, so know your boundaries. Step 2, request your needs from somebody. If you go to a job, your job's just not gonna give you a vacation. Hey, you have this week off of work. They're not gonna just give that to you. So if you need a vacation, you go put in a request for that vacation. That was a very good one. Step number 3, if you have a question, do not go to everybody else in the world about what's inside of your relationship before you ask him. If you have a concern about him, ask him. That is the best person to find out, because the only person who knows him more than everybody else is himself. And since you sat through this video, I'm gonna give you 1/4 bonus. This one is a bonus on how to keep a man. Number 4, suck his dick.